Greetings, friends. This is Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com, back with another moment for chronic wellness. I am so glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to spend a few days talking about Sjogren's syndrome. So Sjogren's syndrome is an autoimmune disease that impacts all the tissues of our body and causes dryness. And while that does not sound like that's a terrible thing, it can be a terrible thing when dryness, when cells are not hydrated and lubricated to the point that they should be. Lots of other things start to break down. And two of the things that I'm going to talk about first are our eyes and our teeth. So, kicking it off today, I want to talk to you about eyes. So, it is really important when you have lots of conditions, from diabetes to Sjogren's or other autoimmune diseases, that you are visiting your eye doctor regularly. These diseases can have an impact on our eyes that are unexpected. So, the impacts of chronic dry eyes can be vision loss and can be changes to the shape of the eye and changes to the health of the eye. When lubrication breaks down, lots of other things can too. So my eye doctor recommends that I use eye drops regularly, and by regularly, no less than 4 times a day. And she says that any eye drop that doesn't have preservatives is the way to go. So I'm just going to hold up the brand that she recommended. This one is called Genteel. And there's another one that I've used also called TheraTears. So Genteel and TheraTears are 2 brands that I know of that do not have preservatives in them. And she said that the trade-off in terms of their like mild, moderate, and severe gradations that you can buy, and the trade-off is that the viscosity is greater. And so if you buy severe dryness eye drops, you will get a drop that is much more viscous, much thicker. And so at first it'll sort of blur your vision when you use it, but the effects will be more long lasting versus a mild drop. You won't notice any change in your vision. It'll be a really thin drop, but the effects will not be as long lasting. So eye drops. The other thing that my eye doctor pointed out to me this time when I went and saw her was important to include these eye drops on your meds list. That had never occurred to me. Eye drops are not a medication. I'd never thought of them as such. And if you were to be, for example, hospitalized and this weren't on your meds list, they wouldn't be putting these drops in your eyes regularly. And for those of us with problems with dryness because of an autoimmune condition like Sjogren's, it becomes of critical importance to be getting this extra lubrication delivered to our eyes multiple times a day. And the only way that would happen is if it's on our meds list. So eye drops for Sjogren's and the importance of having it on your meds list. 2 little thoughts for today's broadcast. All right. Remember, whether or not you are healthy, your spirit can be well, and I hope that you are finding moments of wellness. Thanks for being here. Till we're together again, be well.